Larry Heather here again. We're at the intersection of McLeod Trail and 12th Avenue Southeast, and lots of traffic coming down McLeod Trail right now. Looking back on the CycleTrack, there portions that are not haven't been brushed off, so there's about 4 tire tracks on the incoming lane of the part of the CycleTrack that hasn't been brushed off. So let's look at these flexi buses, just how wide they are when you get 2 of them together. Look how narrow those lanes are. That's really unsafe. It wouldn't surprise me if it's violating engineering standards to have large vehicles. Of course, the ultimate answer to this is to put a large lane on the curbside for the buses only, and a very, very narrow lane for the traffic, and then you've got this turning lane here for it to go on to McLeod Trail. But this is really squeezed the lane width here. Now you don't see any cycles on the track right now, and I want to show you an alternative. So we're just going to go over 1 block south to 13th Avenue. So we're heading down McLeod Trail going south, and we're looking for an alternative to the 12th Avenue bike track. So I'm just strolling 1 block south, and lots of traffic here this morning going north. Turn the corner, and what's this? 2 sidewalks? What's going on here? Wait a minute. That's the sidewalk. And what's this thing here? They actually really narrowed 13th Avenue to accomplish this. Very narrow lanes now, and some parking on the south side. Well, what on earth is... Could this be a CycleTrack? And it's not even cleaned off. There's no signs saying it's a CycleTrack. Nothing. Oh, I remember. This, they tell me, is a result of maybe bonus density in the belt line here. That's kind of a slush fund allowed for very select communities that do the bidding of the urbanistra. So I remember now, this is a CycleTrack right south of the other CycleTrack. But why? Oh, it's a leisure CycleTrack. It's a leisure CycleTrack. It's not a commuter CycleTrack. How very stupid of me to make the mistake. And just so they habituate people to a CycleTrack on 12th Avenue, they haven't signed this one. And they got this kind of tall wheat thing, which looks good in small clumps, but this really looks like an overgrown depression Hooverville, I guess. It's looking quite awful, actually. I suppose that's what they call back to nature, or retro-primitivism, which fits CycleTracking. But yeah, unused. This hasn't been, there's not 1 tire track in this CycleTrack. I cannot see 1. This has not been cleaned this morning, and there was not 1 track in the CycleTrack. But it's a leisure CycleTrack, so I guess people on a workday don't use leisure CycleTracks. So just how far does this 13th Avenue Greenway CycleTrack go? Well, I just come from McLeod Trail. It goes off into the distance. Long way down. I would say it goes down to 4th Street and the end of Central Memorial Park, which it does. An unused CycleTrack next to a very congestive 12th.